All right, so it's Wednesday and it's time to stretch. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm here in my office today and trying to soak up a little bit of sun while we stretch. Our plan is, like usual, we're going to try to do 15-20 minutes of some refreshing, recharging, rejuvenating, just stretches to kind of give a little attention to our bodies and give a break from the computer. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable spot, whether you want to start standing or seated, it's totally up to you. And we're just going to take a few deep breaths to transition to our stretch practice. So allow yourself to let your eyelids be heavy so your eyes get a break from the screen, and let the muscles of your forehead and your jaw just relax. Maybe even tighten and release your hands to let them relax. Roll the shoulders up and down to let those relax. And just settle into a couple deep breaths in and out. Those deep breaths are a quick signal to the nervous system that it's time to let go and relax. And last one. All right, good job. So from here, let's move into some stretches. I'd like everybody to roll your shoulders up towards the ears as you breathe in and fill the lungs, and then exhale as you roll them down and back. And think about that down and back. So as I go up, I also squeeze back and down. So it's not just an up and a down motion, but really try to roll them back and down. So you get that, maximize any chance you can to stretch into the front of the shoulders that get so tight from typing. And then I want to bring a little bit of movement into this. So I want you to bring the shoulders up, and the elbows. Almost imagine if you're drawing a circle with the elbows. So you're stretching up, and then the elbows are going back and down. So you can really bring that rounding of the upper back in, and then that stretching through the chest. So we started with an easy shoulder roll, but then we're adding in the elbows. Good. Good, then shake that out a little bit, and let's interlace the fingers and stretch up towards the ceiling. And the shoulders can come up, but then hold here and bring them down. Good. And inhale them up, and exhale them down, and I'll wiggle them down. Good. One more like this, inhaling, stretching tall, and then exhaling, wiggle those shoulders down and release the arms. Good. Now let's just take the head and just make some gentle movements. Imagine that your head is just gliding on top of the spine, looking right and looking left, and feeling a stretch through the muscles in the front of the throat as you do that. Good, then bring the head back to center, and then just do some gentle tips. Side to side. Feeling now the stretch moving to the side of the neck instead of the front. And then maybe let the head stay to the right and roll that left shoulder up and down. Get that elbow in there. And then reach the arm up. You can't see my hand, but I'm going to open my palm with my thumb back and reach my hand down towards the ground with my gentle stretch of the right ear towards the right shoulder. Good, and then I'm gonna dip my chin down so the back of my neck gets a stretch, and then roll it to the other side. And holding here, I'm gonna do a couple shoulder rolls. And good, and then opening that palm with the thumb back, pressing down, reaching down with pressure through the fingers. So pointing the fingers towards the ground, but letting the head gently stretch sideways. Couple deep breaths here. And relax, good. All right, we're going to continue with the opening through the shoulders. And this one feels really nice, and I can only describe it like you're doing the backstroke. So imagine if you're in a pool and you're going to do the backstroke. I want you to reach the right arm up and back. So just a couple really nice and slow. And you can even use your eyes to follow the arm as you go. And do right and left. So I'm even bringing a little bit of a twist into the spine. My feet are hip width apart for a stable foundation, but I'm letting this arm bring a twist through my whole body. And I'm alternating sides as if I was doing the backstroke. And you should feel some nice stretches through the whole torso. And imagine you're shooting energy out the fingers. So you really stretch through all the tendons of the hand and the forearm and the shoulder. Good. One more time each side. Good. Big inhale as you stretch up. And big exhale as you stretch back. Good. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna do a side bend. So right arm comes up and you reach over towards the left. My left hand is on my hip as I reach over towards the side. So I'm really looking to create length in the side, the muscles of under the armpit and right here. It's your great big latissimus dorsi muscle that can get really short when the arms are down by the side all day. Let your neck be free and easy. Close those eyes anytime you have a chance, and then come back for the other side. Inhale to scoop up, reach up, and then arch over towards the right. Good. Come up to go out. Awesome. Now we're going to do, so we did the backstroke. Now we're actually going to do the forward, like if we're, it's not like the crawl or the freestyle, but we're going to just move your arm forward like this. So opposite from what we did before. I guess it's a little bit like it, right? If you were doing the forward crawl. So it should be nice and slow, reaching back. And when you're reaching back, you should feel a really nice stretch through the front of the shoulder, and then come over the top and let the arm come down. So really working through the shoulder blade today, giving it a nice range of mobility. And hopefully that's also loosening up any of the muscles of the traps. Good, shake that out. Okay, one more time, interlace these fingers and let's draw them in and round forward. Hold here for a moment as you stretch through the upper back, and then open the arms out with the thumbs up and the palms up, and you're gonna look up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet and stretch right through here. Good, then bring those elbows in and reach them out. Elbows in and reach them out. Good, great job. One more time. Elbows in, shoulder blades together, and then reach it out. Good, then finish the circle, reach the arms all the way up. And now you're not gonna be able to see my head, but I'm gonna do a forward fold. So I'm gonna fold all the way down to reach to touch my toes. So keep a soft bend in your knees and let your torso fold forward. Let your head hang heavy and just take a couple deep breaths, feeling a stretch in the hamstrings and the low back. Good, one more breath here. Good, and then bend your knees a lot, and we're gonna come up slowly just to give our blood pressure time to catch up. Don't wanna come up too fast and feel dizzy, so just come up about halfway with your hands on your thighs and do a little bit of a knee bend here. So just straightening and bending the knees. You can even do those hula circles if you like. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like if I'm sitting at the computer for a long time, when I stand up to move, I feel like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, where everything is like stiff and locked, and then it has to like slowly come back. So allow yourself a chance to get up and don't let that stiffness set in. Good. I'm like, I always think if I got up a little sooner, maybe it wouldn't happen. Good. All right, so coming back to standing, let's do a little bit of stretching for the hands. So interlace the fingers and gently push the fingers and palms down and the elbows up. Good, so it kind of looks like just a little stretch through the fingers and the palms. Good, and then making fists, we're gonna spread the arms out to a T, and you're gonna press the fists down to stretch the top of the wrists, and then slowly turn the fists up and down and up and down. Good, let the fingers relax and let them kind of twinkle. Good. Then press the palms together here into that prayer position and pull them down to get the stretch again through the palms. Good. All right, last stretch. Let's move the legs a little bit. If you can see me, we're just going to hug the right knee in and down, and then the left knee in and down, and then balancing here, roll the ankle. And then the other way. And then switch. Roll the ankle, and you can always use your chair. Oh, mine are a little bit far, but you can use a chair if you need help balancing. Good, and then feet hip width distance apart. We'll make some circles. When you come forward, stretch through the hip flexors. And you should feel a nice stretch through the inner thighs and the hip flexors as you make nice, easy circles through the pelvis and the hip joints. And then go the other way. All right, last stretch, take the back of your chair and we're gonna push the chair forward and walk the hips back until we come to a place where our ears are between our arms and we feel a stretch through the armpits and the hamstrings and reach for a nice long flat back. Take a couple deep breaths here. It's your office down dog. Good, and then come back up. All right, we made it. Well, let's take a couple deep breaths to finish. So eyes closed, eyelids heavy and relaxed, jaw relaxed, forehead, shoulders easy. Just that chin tucked back so the head is right over the shoulders. And 3 deep breaths. Good, last breath. Just savoring any moments of relaxation in your body. Grateful for this moment to stretch together. And then open your eyes and I'll end the recording and stay on for any questions.